Good morning, dear community members and my dear students. It's me again. So, this is another video about the correction of the last homework that I gave you. As you see, this is our homework. So, we have reading, vocabulary, language focus, and speaking. Let's start with the reading. So, hi Rita, what's your favorite sport? I love running marathons. I run in the London Marathon every year, and I sometimes run in the New York Marathon. Really? A marathon is more than 40 kilometers, right? Yes, it's a very long race. I can run a marathon in 3 hours. That's fast. Are you really fit? Yes, I am. I run in the park every day. How do you prepare for a marathon? So here she's going to give some pieces of advice. So let's continue. It's important to sleep well. Here is an example. So to sleep well, that means to sleep early. Okay, you shouldn't sleep late. So it's important to sleep well the night before the marathon. I always have a good meal. Good meal, that means healthy food. Okay? On the left we have unhealthy food like fast food, as you see, burgers, sweets, etc. On the right we have a good meal. So we have fruits, vegetables, bread, etc. I don't drink any fizzy drinks, but I drink a lot of water. So fizzy drinks, here is an example of fizzy drinks. This is what we call fizzy drinks. I want to run a marathon. What advice can you give me? Don't run a marathon without training. Start with shorter races, maybe 5 or 10 kilometers. Eat healthy food, don't be lazy. So let's start with the first exercise. Read the interview, choose the correct words. Number 1, Rita likes, hates running marathons. So number 1, the correct word is likes. 2, Rita never, Rita sometimes runs in the New York Marathon. Sometimes. Number 2 is sometimes. 3. Marathon is a very long, short race. So marathon is a very long race. 4. Rita can or Rita can't run a marathon in 3 hours. So if you go back to the text, you will find that Rita can run a marathon in 3 hours. 5. Rita is very unfit, or Rita is very fit. The correct word is fit. Number 6. Rita runs at the sports center, or Rita runs in the park every day. The answer is in the park. Number 7, it's important to sleep, or it's important to read well before a marathon. The correct answer is sleep. Number 8, Rita always has a good meal after or before marathon. The word is before. Number 9, Rita drinks a lot of water or fizzy drinks. A lot of water. Number 10, so here we have sorry, I didn't write it on PowerPoint. It's important or not important to train before you do a marathon, so the answer is important. It's important to train before you do marathon. So now let's move to the vocabulary. Number 1, complete the words in the sentences. 1. Chicken is my favorite. The word here is meat. Okay, so chicken is my favorite meat. Here is an example of meat. As you see, we have chicken, we have beef, lamb, etc. Number 2, you need to make sandwich. So the missing word here start with the letter B and ends with the D. Bread. You need bread to make a sandwich. Okay, so you need bread to make sandwich. Number 3, my favorite drink is orange juice. Here is an example. So here we have about 5 juices. We have orange juice, apple juice, tomato juice, pineapple juice, and carrot juice. Number 4, an apple is a type of fruit. So it's easy. An apple is a type of fruit. 5, we get from the sea. So what food can we get from the sea? Simply, it's fish. We get fish from the sea. So the second exercise, circle the word that is different. So here we have a group of words and we should elicit or we should find the different word. Let's start with number 1. So we have rice, lunch, pasta and chips. As you know, rice is food, pasta is food, chips is food, but lunch is a meal, which means lunch is the different word here. So here is an example of lunch. As you know, in one day we have 3 meals. We have breakfast, lunch, then dinner. So this is lunch. Number 2, we have cheese, fizzy drink, juice, water. So the different word here is cheese. Why? Because fizzy drink, juice, water, all of them are drinks, but cheese is a food. Here is an example of cheese. Okay, let's move to number 3. We have eggs, rice. Okay, let's move to number 4. We have vegetables, breakfast, soup and salad. The different word here is breakfast, as vegetables, soup, salad, all of them are food, but breakfast it's a meal. So here is an example of breakfast. And the last one, we have burger, chicken, sweets, fish. So the different word is sweets. Here is an example of sweets. Exercise number 3. Choose the correct words. He plays football every day. His, will, or active. So the word is active. Here is an example of an active person. So an active person is someone who practices a lot of sport, or someone who does a lot of activities during the day or during the week. Number 2, can I have some water? I am thirsty or hungry? Of course, thirsty. Can I have some water? I am thirsty. I need to drink water. Number 3, sweets are an unfit, unhealthy snack. So the correct word is unhealthy. Number 4, Sarah is in a hospital. Sorry, before we move to number 4, so this is the example of healthy food and unhealthy food. Okay, now we can move to the fourth example, or the fourth sentence. Sarah is in a hospital. She's active or ill. Of course, the word here is ill, or we have a synonym which is sick. So here is Sarah, so she's very ill. Okay. Number 5, he watches TV all the day. He's lazy. He's healthy. So someone who watches TV all the day, of course, he is a very lazy person. Here is an example of a lazy person. As you see, he's just watching TV, chatting on his laptop, eating popcorn and drinking soda. So now let's move to the language focus. Okay, as you see here, choose the correct words. So number 1, I always have an egg for breakfast. Of course, we can't say I always have an egg because egg start with vowel, so we should use an. Number 2, how many cheese do we need? Of course, the word here is how much. Why? Because cheese is uncountable. Okay, the word cheese is uncountable. Number 3, there aren't any beans in this meal. We have there aren't, so there aren't is a negative form. Automatically we should use any, not some. Any. Number 4, number 4, there is a or some rice on the table. Here we need to use some. 5, we don't eat many sweets. Why? Because we use many with countable noun and we use much with uncountable noun. Sweets is a countable noun. Number 6, I drink. So number 6, I drink a lot of water. Number 7, do you want a sandwich? So here we use a because sandwich is singular, it's not plural, it's singular. Number 8, there are some sweets in that box. Okay, as we said before, we use any to talk or if we have a negative form. So here we don't have negative form, so we should use some. There are some sweets in that box. Number 9, how many eggs do you want? How many eggs do you want? We use many because eggs is countable noun. And the last one, he doesn't want much soup. He doesn't want much soup. Okay, let's move now to the second exercise from the language focus. Order the words to make affirmative, negative, imperative sentences. Number 1, we have food, eat healthy. So the correct sentence here is eat healthy food. Number 2, don't be late. Okay, don't be late. Number 3, listen to the teacher. Listen to the teacher. 4, don't eat in class. Don't eat in class. The last one, go to a doctor. Go to a doctor. Then the last part from our homework is about speaking. Complete the dialogue with the words in the box. So in that box we have else, would, I, can, please, have. Let's check this dialogue. So we have the waiter. Okay, first of all, we should know the meaning of the waiter because this conversation is between Jane and the waiter. So here is the waiter, okay? We can find him in a restaurant. Yes, in a restaurant. So let's continue. The waiter, hi, can I help you? Jane, yes, can I have a burger please? The waiter, sure. Would you like salad or chips with that? Jane, salad please. Waiter, anything else? Anything else? Jane, I'll have some juice please. The waiter, okay, that's 4.50 pound please. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that was fruitful, simple and clear for you, and see you soon inshallah.